All right, good to be back. Good to be back on. This is the MMocracy, starting out my Sunday night stream out here in lonely Kunark on my lonely solo self-found Necro, Mr. Best Friend. Best friend to who? I don't know. He doesn't group with anybody. Got my Earl Grey out here tonight as well, so looking forward to getting up and getting moving and talking with you guys. So thanks for joining me. Hopefully the end of your weekend is going as well as mine is. I had a great dinner just now. I had a taco bowl with onion, two different kinds of meat, not one but two different kinds of meat, as well as a tortilla. So it's chicken beef tortilla, sour cream, of course. You can't have a taco bowl without sour cream, and Spanish rice that my girlfriend made. Lin, the stream queen. If you want to check her out, her Twitch TV is sad_horse_x. There we go. Try not to drown as I type that in chat. That is hers. You can check her out. Drop her a follow. Go ahead and do that because here in about 3 weeks she's going to have more followers than me. That's good, though. I'm excited for her. What are we doing on here tonight? Well, we woke up in Kearns. And unfortunately, it was everything I expected Kearns to be on Sunday night. High-level players, power leveling, low-level players, like 20 XRs in there. I didn't want to deal with it, and so we abandoned ship, which is a little bit unfortunate because I wanted to do Kearns until 23. But you know, if you've watched my stream, you know where I'm headed. Actually, you may not know. Okay, I'll tell you where I'm headed. I'm headed to Warslicks. What are we going to do in Warslicks? We're going to go to the Goblin camp. And we're going to go to the Goblin camp because it's easy, it's fast. Unfortunately, we can't nuke. So that reminds me, we need to have our snare on because we're going to be fear kiting. And this needs to be a pet. There we go. At level 23, there will be a pivotal moment in this stream's history. And that moment will be me trying to research my level 20 pet. I'm going the wrong way. Which way am I going? There we go. Okay, that moment is going to be me trying to research my level 20 pet. I have 2 sets of words. 2 sets. So one set I can do at 23. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Then I will wait until 24. I'll be 40. I could potentially wait till 25. But we'll say 24. I'll be research level 40. It goes trivial at 41. And if it fails at that point, then I guess it just wasn't meant to be, and I'll use my level 16 pet until I hit level 60. Yeah. Super excited to be here. Super excited to be streaming for you guys on a beautiful, beautiful Sunday night. Not sure what's going on here. I had like a robotic Bart Simpson playing on YouTube. Okay. I need just a moment to set something up. And wow, yeah, this is Sunday night on green. I said it before, I'll say it again. I really wish I had done this on blue. Kern's on blue, there's probably nobody in there. There's nobody on blue, period. I tried to get just some B-roll YouTube footage earlier on blue, and I wanted to get some footage of people grouping, and it was like dead. Ooh. We got a level 18 or 16 pet on the very first cast. That's almost unheard of. It's happened, I think, once before on stream. That's awesome. All right, so we're off to a good start here, and I think now it's time to bring in the music. So Enjoy the trance classics tonight. There we go. I was gonna say that's a little loud, and in fact, I think I need to adjust my OBS. There we go. All right, perfect. So yeah, we got a couple hours worth of trance classics coming at you, some electronic music tonight. I've really burned through like every genre this weekend. I've streamed like 20 hours this weekend, just trying to bring you guys high quality content, and super happy to do that. But I burned through most everything I've got in my music library, so we're just gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this for right now. And let's see, there's... Oh, Gracknest is to the right. My map was pinging something off to the right. I thought Gracknest was up in the Goblin Ford. That's strange. This is nostalgia right here for my enchanter. I used to bump this and just grind in dungeons all day long. What's up? I can't hear you. What are you looking for? Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to record something. I should have put it back in there. That's my bad. Oh, you thought it like fell and broke? Yeah. All right, looking good. We're almost to the spot, and if you see, there's 13 players in this zone. This guy could be an issue. Level 16. I don't know where he's at. I don't know what he's doing. So hopefully he's not up here. Or I really might go over to blue or play my enchanter or something, because just fighting over camps on a solo self-found is just not my idea of a good time. I'm basically playing a single player game here, so... Whoop. What the hell is this? There we go. There we go. Okay. I don't know how to push buttons anymore. I forgot how to play this game. Level 24, I'll be getting a new shielding spell as well. I'm still using like the level 8 shield. We can throw a heal on here. What would be great is if there was some undead somewhere else to farm. I do know of some undead underneath the field of bone, underneath the water, in the mid-20s. As for doing that... Okay, good. I was going to say, there's hopefully nobody here. There isn't. There's nobody here. My secret little hidey hole remains true. This is probably the same blood tracer that when I left. We're going to take care of him first. Blood tracers are shamans. They're nasty. If you've watched my stream before, you've seen me die to this guy. We're not going to mess around with him. We're going to throw everything we got at him. And we got about 1 yellow to go. So let's freaking get to it. Let's hit level 23. It's funny, I kept saying, oh, I'll research that pet next level. I'll research that pet next level. At this point, I might be 24 by the time I get that pet. Alright. Full mana. We're going to pull him over the hill. Checking my spells here. Siphon Life, Engulfing Darkness, Fear, Heat, Blood, Leech, Allure of Death, Shadow Compact, and most importantly, Feign Death. Alright, let's go. Got him pulled. Pet's on him. The heat is blood. Spell was interrupted. Alright, he's dropped some sort of poison on me. But we have him feared, and we can now leech him. Yeah, look at that. 50% of my life gone. The blood tracers are nasty. Where is my end parse? It is there, but it has not been keeping track, so I don't know how long of a fear, so I'm going to re-hack this fear on him. Oh, he resisted the fear, and now he's got some sort of dot on me. We need to fear him because he's going to chain heal himself. There we go. And I'm not wasting any opportunity to just blow him up and get him gone. Pearl necklace, that's worth like 4 or 5 plat. That's great. Alright. Alright, folks. And we're just going to pop a squad over here. We got a light blue or a yeah, it'd be like a light blue battle master here to take out next. And then one thing I'm wondering about, and we're going to head on over to the wiki here. So let me make sure that's set up properly so I don't show you the kind of weird stuff I have up on my... No, you can see what I have up here. Twitch, Words of Tyranny, and Classic Trance Anthems. We were going to look at the tiny glowing skull that that blood tracer dropped. That is for the Shaman Skull Quest number 4. And I do believe there is a 19 Shaman. There we go. I've announced that to the zone. Let's take a look at these. Let me just tell everybody what they're for. So this is your final... I always look at what the final one is. I'm going to go ahead and say it. That sucks. Whiz 5, and then 3 resists. 3 resists for disease and poison. I'll bet you that's not even worth doing. You gotta go to kill Overseer Delubish in Nurga. You get a Canopic, 2 keys of die. That's right, the Tun Warrior Totem. When you identify this, it identifies as a key of die. The interesting thing here is that this is used for the Shaman Skull Quest and the Illusion Ixar Quest. What does die mean, though? Skull of Die Nozak? That's something we'll need to figure out. What does it mean? Good stuff. Good music. Alright, we're gonna grab you. The Battle Master. Leech him. I'm gonna drop a leech on him first because I need that health. Spell was interrupted. That's twice. Kind of taking a risk standing here face tanking him versus fearing him, but looks like it worked out. There we go. Beautiful. And as they traipse off into the darkness, I am meditating and pondering the meaning of life over here. Or really the meaning of death, because I'm a necromancer. Get it? Meaning of death. Oh, he needs to go back. You need to go back and get him, Larricab. Larry. The pet's name will be Larry. Alright, we got a part of a Tassarin's Grimoire. It's so crazy back in the day before the printing press. These like a grimoire is a like medieval manuscript that people would painstakingly reproduce, like 1 page at a time, 1 letter at a time. That's what a grimoire is. Actual hairline is training the field of bone zone line. I wonder why. I wonder what he's been doing. Alright. We got the next victim here. I think I definitely interrupted myself there, yep. That one I felt it. There's other times where I'm like, no, I didn't. There's no way I did. Like, I paused. I paused! Yeah, I don't want you to go in there. Get back, Larry. Okay, now you can go. We'll drop another fear on him to get him moving. I'm wondering if this isn't going to be a not bit slower. Kerns, it seemed like, man, you kill one blue mob and it's like you see the blue bar just go boom, and you see it bump. You see it bump and jump. Out here, not quite. That's probably going to take a little bit longer to get at it, to get that 24, but, you know, I'd rather the bar move. There we go, the bar moved. I'd rather this bar be moving in this direction than sitting there running around Kerns with 25 other Ixars looking stupid, you know, and everybody's trying to run around for the same 6 spawns. This is why I like doing this Kunark only stuff. Like, I'm really learning a lot about this leveling process out here as an Ixar. Don't get me wrong, like, you can go anywhere you want as an Ixar, you just can't vendor anywhere you want. If you got another character to bankroll your little Ixar, take him wherever. But if you're doing this stuff for the first time, you pretty much got to stay in Kunark. Like, if this was my very first character, and even if I wasn't SSF, I would have to stay in Kunark, because it's not like I got a, you know, level 50 druid that can port things for money. Alright, that blood tracer just popped. Why's it gotta be a blood tracer? Where's that goblin? It's bad. Where is he? Okay, I thought we pulled the blood tracer. I was about to get really worried. Only 8 silver from that guy. He's cheap. We just need a minute to mez before we grab the blood tracer again. So the blood tracer is a deep blue. Looks like the aggressors and the battle masters potentially roll as low as high green, but they still give experience. What I really need is I need words of the extinct, and I need words of quickening. So words of extinct, quicken. Okay. Boom. Move that up a little bit so it's not obscured by my ugly head. Yeah, it's a little bit busy. Screen's a little bit busy, isn't it? What can we get rid of? You guys don't need to see end parse, do you? There we go. Alright. We're at full mana. It's time to go. Blood Tracer, let's go. I like to run over the hill. And then we're just going to pop this fear. Where is he? Okay, he, at the last moment decided to fight my pet. There we go. You keep him feared, it's really not as big of a deal. Get one more fear on him here. Drop that leech on him. Yeah, you chain fear him as long as you keep him chain feared. The trees kill me in this area though. Super annoying to have to try to like fight through these trees. Let's see, what was I doing? Now we can move this over here. Perfect. And he dropped for me a pearl. Seems like anything pearl has been worth some money. Like decent money. So that's good. I'm wondering about this recourse. Does that keep ticking even if the enemy is dead? I think it does. That's nice. Gives you just a nice little health regen boost. Alright, the Battlemaster is up. But we're going to go till 80 mana. I don't like to go any lower than 80 mana if I can help it. That hedges against unfortunate resists. If you were watching earlier, I died. Too many resists. I died to a saber-tooth Grimalkin. Oh, the pet's really pulling aggro tonight. That's good. Lots of dots. Lots of dots on this guy.
Throw more dots, more dots, more dots. Come on, more dots. Can't stop dots. Now hit it very hard and very fast.
Love it. That is a 50 DKP minus. Classic right there. Head on over and check his body for some loot. Nothing. Silver and copper. We'll just watch for this one. This one will probably pop here soon. Right now it looks like I can reliably complete the cycle. That's a blood tracer. This game is throwing blood tracers at me left and right. So we're definitely going to have to med up for him. There's a 59 monk in zone. So I got up at 4:30 this morning and I had Kern's Tower like to myself. It was just amazing. However, now it is like crazy in there. There's 7 now. It's kind of toned down a little bit. It was crazy in there earlier. There was some like I don't understand what these high-level guys are doing in there. They must need bone chips or something. The problem is green is at a point now where all of these guys are twinked. So not only are they taking everything, they're also like so twinked that they're taking everything twice as fast. Alright, let's see if we can get over the hill before he casts something on us. Ah! So close. You root me, I fear you. And we'll see if we can get the leech on him before he ranges me. Hopefully. Oh, I resisted the root, so that's perfect. And I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to chain cast this fear. There we go. Don't get a lot of time to med in between. They are really going a long way. But with 3 dots ticking on him, it should get him down pretty fast. Skyless Raven, welcome back. Ooh, He got one heal off. Apparently Grockness can spawn here. That's what I'm seeing, at least according to the totally legal map that I have. Finish him. The fear's going to wear off. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, the fear's going to wear off. I'm not going to re-fear him. Alright, Jade Earring. I might sell. Super sour mood. You're a moody teen girl. Hey, at least you recognize it. Alright, we got one more in the cycle. He's already up. We're going to actually back off. The cycle... Actually, you know what? He's a battle master. He's a green. We're going to grab him. I might have interrupted that. Yep. Okay, I interrupted that one as well. Alright, we need to med. Why are you in a sour mood? What's going on? I'm in a great mood, personally. Not trying to one-up you and be like, well, that sucks, but I'm in a good mood. Not actually in a sour mood. But thanks for agreeing. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. I was just asking why you're in a sour mood. Let's see, the Battle Master... I have to watch where my pet comes from to see where actually he is. He died somewhere over here. Was that him? That was him. And another Blood Tracer. Blood Tracer is going to make me into a moody teen girl. This is the third one. Third or fourth. Yeah, I know for me personally, if watching TikTok put me in a bad mood, I would just stop watching TikTok. It's not worth it. Life's too short. Time is finite. Time is legitimately finite. Scientists postulate that the universe will hit a point where all energy has normalized, and there will be nothing interesting will happen in the universe. There will be no more hydrogen fusion in stars. There will be no transfer from low entropic to high entropic or vice versa. I can't remember which one is which. Still not 100% on that. They think all that's going to eventually end. It's 10 to the whatever power trillion years. It's going to take a long time, but apparently they think it's going to happen. All that to say, time is precious, even if there's a shit ton of it left. What's not precious are these dirty blood tracers. Well, we're going to take care of him. There we go. My magic window wasn't working. Yes, we are. Alright, here we go. We got up over the hill. Start casting fear. Okay, apparently my pet's already pulled him. We'll start leeching health from him, and then we're going to fear him, and then we're going to do one more. We're going to heal my pet. That's the wrong way. All right, we have a situation. We have a little bit of an issue. Okay. We need to kill the blood tracer. Alright, he's doing something to me. When the Battle Master gets back over here, we can fear him. I can't see him from here. I can't see anything through these trees. I don't even know where they're at. I've completely lost. Oh my gosh. Okay. Blood Tracer needs to die. Oh, I just got blinded. Hopefully that fear just went off. I think it did. Okay. I think we're good, stream. I don't know what that is. What is that he's running towards? Whatever he's running towards, hopefully there's no goblins over there. Okay. I can't believe we pulled that off. We're not out of it yet, but we're close. It's not TikTok, it's women taking away men's rights and saying they're strong. Those strong women. One woman convinced her husband to join the military. Went to get his taken away for not being home enough. Yeah, they can enjoy being divorced and unhappy. What is this building? Is that like famous last words type thing going on? I don't see anything in here. There's nothing coming up on tab. These trees are killing me. I'm just glad we lived through the two-person fight, two-goblin battle. Yeah, if it frustrated me, I would just personally stop watching it. It's better stuff to spend your time on. Everybody's gonna be out there on TikTok saying whatever they want to say. It's like, you know, what are you gonna do? Same as Facebook. It's all the same. That's why I don't do I don't do a lot of that stuff. Oh my gosh. Because it's like, why, you know, that's actually why I deleted Facebook. Because I used to have a big problem with being able to tell people or not say anything whenever people had opinions that were misinformed or whatever. And I like couldn't. It was like a shark, you know, smelling blood, or you know, like I just couldn't not say something. And then I'd end up in arguments online with like idiots. And eventually I was like, dude, this is bad for my mental health. And the saddest thing is TikTok makes money off that. Facebook makes money off that. Like they literally make money off people fighting with each other. Because that's user engagement. They don't care whether you're agreeing, disagreeing, whatever. That's why if you watch YouTubers, which I guess technically I'm a YouTuber now, they will intentionally put controversial things in their videos. And the reason why they do that is so that you, as the viewer, are more inclined to comment. Because as soon as you comment, that's user engagement. Even though if they had made it like a perfect video and no one commented, except to maybe once in a while go, hey, great video. But you know, like I'll watch 100 videos before I say anything. And then somebody posts something that is like factually incorrect. Oh, dang, Dak Dog. I'm not going to read that one out loud. You did get a chuckle out of me. I've supported the Special Olympics in the past, and I have a lot of respect for those people. But yeah, I think I understand what you mean. I don't think you're trying to actually disparage anybody. You're saying, what you're saying is, it is not a good idea. Exactly. Nobody's winning. I would say you're worse. Well, not worse, because then that implies that the Special Olympics is bad. Yeah. It's actually a great program. And so here's the thing. Up until I had done it, like, excuse me, gone to one of those events, um, I'm not gonna say I would like make fun of the Special Olympics, but I was like, yeah, it's the Special Olympics. And then I went to one and I saw like how pumped these guys and gals get to like do this, and I was like, dude, this is great. Like, this means so much to these people, to get out there and do these events. And I mean, the way they do it, you know, to really amp them up or whatever, like it kind of like made me a little bit emotional because I was like, these guys are like freaking the one basketball team I watched, like those dudes trained, like they were like they would have beat me in basketball for sure. Like they practiced. It was so cool, and they were aggressive in a good way. Like they were like very sportsmanlike, but they were very like, we're out here to win. And I was like, oh, I gotta put these guys up against like a high school basketball team. Some of them might have played high school basketball. Shoot, this we need to pull him this way. We need to go down by the lake. But yeah, I get what you're saying though. It's like, why do it? No one is winning here. I don't engage in online conversation besides Twitch. I just scroll and troll. No, but yeah, that's what they want. They want people to get pissed off. They want people to engage. They make money off of, and that's the other thing I didn't get to because I've been just trying to kill stuff here is, like Facebook, for example. You are more likely to say something about something you disagree with than something you agree with, and they know that. So they want stuff on there that makes you disagree. Like the 2016 election, I don't want to get too political, okay? Not taking sides. Like, let's just point the finger at social media here. They had to be making money hand over fist during that time. Like, dude, social media was a war zone at that time. All right, no blood tracer. Thank goodness. We finally got a break from the blood tracers. That was almost a tongue twister. I don't engage, I just rant on different site or in person. Yeah, it's dumb. That's the reality, and I am on Reddit. It's anonymous, so I don't comment a lot. I don't get into arguments on there. However, I mean, I'll make a comment or two here and there. Uh-oh, he's headed for the other battle master. Yep, turn, please don't pull. Thank goodness. Yeah, I'm off Facebook too. However, with I do Reddit, and I forgot where I was going with this. The 4 pouches of Earl Grey have completely kicked in, my friends. Hey, I just want to say thanks to both of you for showing up tonight. Anytime that I see Skyless and Dak Dog in here, I know it's going to be a good stream. Good scream. Hang on, I got you. I know it's going to be a good scream. Speaking of Scream, Halloween's coming up. What are you guys' plans? For me, I'm just hanging out. Just enjoy watching. That makes me so happy to hear. I truly enjoy doing this. I absolutely love doing this. It was something that I realized pretty early on. Probably EQ me too. Actually, no. I'm going to be watching the Mach Garage tournament on Twitch. There's a tournament for Classic WoW Hardcore PvP where they duel to the death. So these guys have been prepping for this for a month. They basically had a month-long prep phase. where people leveled their characters and try to get as much gear and as much gold, consumables, whatever. Heard about it from Asmon. Yeah, I was watching an Asmon video. I'm not proud of it, but I was watching an Asmon Gold video. Skyless is he's gonna be like, Asmon Gold! uh, but yeah, I gotta go run a community party and probably say something offensive and be kicked out. Just smile and nod, man. Just smile and nod. I'm not gonna fear you. I don't need to fear you. You're gonna be dead soon. That is one thing that I've grown a little bit better at since I've gotten older, is just being able to just be like, this person might be stupid. And I just don't say anything to them. Or I'll find like a real low key way to like kind of screw with them a little bit, but sometimes they pick up on it and they're like they don't like that. So I gotta stop doing that. In my defense, it's better than I used to be. I used to just tell people to their face. And my poor daughter, I've got a daughter kind of like that. She's got no filter. She's got no filter and she's got no poker face. So if she sees somebody she doesn't like, she's like, gives them like the sideways eye. I'm like, you gotta stop doing that. She's so funny. Then my second youngest, she's like the sweetest. She's the sweetest kid. When she was like 3 years old, she went through a phase where she thought the word butt crack was the funniest word ever. And one time we were leaving a hotel, we were in the process of moving across the country because of the military. And the maid, we like passed the maid in the hallway, and as we're walking by, I'm carrying her because she's just little, 3 years old. She goes, "Have a nice day, butt crack," and then starts laughing. I was like, "You can't say that." Oh, she is so funny. We were playing Minecraft together earlier. We built a hotel and a restaurant. That sounds hilarious. Thanks. Yeah, it was. She's something else. Pull you out here, goblin aggressor. Let's see. He's a dark blue. What luck. Drop a leech on him too for that extra damage. Uh-oh. My buff is fading. Enparse is a lifesaver. So Dak Dog, you seem like you're pushing it, man. You're gonna, not pushing it in a bad way. You're pushing. Like you're gonna be like level 60. I can feel it in my bones. 'Cause dude, you are like, you're leveling. You took off like a rocket. I think it's only a matter of time. You're committed. Went through a phase of no filter and now the biggest black sheep of the extended family. Just enjoying the game. You're reaching like speedrun levels. No, okay, I'm blowing you up a little bit, but for real, you're moving quick. What, level 34 or 35, and you're getting into those good levels where you can go group and you're a shaman, everybody's going to want you. You're going to group your way up to like 50 plus. And I don't remember if I asked, have you planned on doing any raiding? Because you can start raiding, I've heard, at 46. Like that's the minimum level to get in. Oh yeah, that's right, you got the pet. So that's a really cool holdover from Toral Mud. I'm going to type that out so that you guys know what I'm saying. Toral Mud. Toral Mud was the mud that inspired Brad McQuaid and John Smedley to make EverQuest. It is essentially what the game is built off of. And Shamans in Toral also got a pet at level 30, 34 or 36, somewhere in there. Like it was like eerily similar. In fact, I've told this story on stream before. They got sued for how much similarity there was between the coding here and the coding in Toral mode, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just got just totally ripped it off, you know. But to go back to it, yeah, I remember hitting level 34 on my shaman on Toral and being like, "Oh, I get a pet," and then I think at that point was when I was like, I made a joke or something about how similar this was to EQ, and somebody in chat was like, yeah, the EQ devs used to play this," and I was like, "Oh shoot." Let's see, no blood tracer, nice. Yeah, so my question for you, Dak Dog, is what do you use the pet for as a shaman? I've seen shamans with the pets out, but I don't know what they actually use them for. And then kind of a follow-up to that is, can you control the pet, or is the pet just simply kind of like an enchanter pet where they only attack whenever you get attacked? I'll let you know once I figure it out. Yeah, I mean, having a pet is some utility, right? I know for sure you could like, yeah, if you can control it, which you just said you can send it out and bring things back. So you could use it to pull, but that's also, I guess you could buff it with I'm assuming you can buff it. And if you can, then that means it will be faster than the enemies you're fighting. I'm also going to assume that it does not have a lot of health, because shamans are not known as a pet class. But it is cool to have the utility. I'm getting a ton of jewelry. You can give it armor and weapons. It'll probably have it like in its like paws or whatever. I've seen that. I just think that's so goofy looking. I think that's on, maybe that's on WoW. Maybe I'm thinking of WoW whenever druids used to shapeshift and there was a visual bug where they'd still be holding their like weapon in their paw, but it's like going like this. Let's see, Skyless, I called out a relative on Facebook for stealing a photo I took with my great-grandmother, cutting me out and going, "I took one of the last photos of her. I'll miss her so much." And others go, "I'm so sorry, I'm not having it that day. Moral of the story, I only have 34 Facebook friends." You're like, "Hey, nice photo. Where's the other half?" Yeah, I'd be interested. I'm kind of in a good spot with this camp, so I don't want to take a break. I've got everything leveled out. The spawns are leveled out. The mana is moving at just the right speed. So I don't want to take a break and look at the wiki, but I'm really curious how the shaman uses their pet. I'm sure the wiki's got all kinds of info. That would have been nicer than what I did. Looks like the old Ancient Blood Guild is recruiting. Dak Dog, are you in that guild? Looks like you're not online. I googled you. But yeah, that guild reminds me of the guild I was in back in the day. I was in a guild called Reptilian Empire on Brel Surlis, and it was the same idea. Like a Ixar only guild. It was so cool. That was your no filter phase. Alright. This level has like flown by. Or this last friendly druids, that's right. This last yellow has like flown by. What's running by me? There's an invis player running by me. See his like light. He's gone now, but yeah. That was weird. Not weird, just surprised me. Friendly druids. I've seen them around quite a bit. I've always wanted to raid. I may raid. If I stick with this long enough, I may go to some raids. I've never gone to any raids. It just depends on what the raiding atmosphere is like, though. So, because if you guys have heard me say, I raided WoW Classic like it was my job and actually played it with the developers of the game. And they had one of, if not, they had the best raid atmosphere I've ever been in. There was no, like, it wasn't like this
Throw
guy.
more dots, more dots, more dots.
This wasn't going
Come
on.
on, more dots. Okay, stop dots.
He wasn't.
Now hit it very hard and very fast.
But you know, when bad things would happen, the guild leader would say, "Okay, we gotta figure this out." And it was all business, but it was like it was good business. And there's a reason for that. Okay, and I talk about this all the time on my stream about how a lot of the people that run guilds in these games have no actual management or leadership experience. And unfortunately, I think they're drawn to trying to run a guild in an elf simulator because they don't have any leadership. Like, I got offered a officer position in one guild I was in WoW, and I said no. Like, I'm an officer in real life. Like, I don't need this. Like, I play this to have fun. But yeah, these guys were like high up Blizzard employees, and so they conducted themselves like true professionals, and it was an amazing experience. We had sorry, that was really loud. They conducted themselves like that. Rated WoW a bit, none in EQ. Alright, so that's a ding 23. I'm nervous. Thank you, Dactahug, thank you. I'm nervous because I have the components to research my level 20 pet spell. Thanks, Skyless. Yep, 23, 37 to go. I have the components to research my level 20 pet spell. But it has a potential to fail. I think we're going to do it. We're going to get a few more blues here, if it's even possible. We'll see how much experience I'm getting. And then we're going to head back to Cabilis and we're going to try this out. I did get one more set of Words of the Extinct out in Lake of Ill Omen. So I have 2 total sets. So even if I fail one, I can hang on to it and try again at level 24. I do not have the level 24 pet spell components. In fact, I'm going to look at the wiki real quick and see. What is my level 24 pet spell? My level 24 pet spell is right here, Haunting Corpse. I need Words of Possession, Detachment, and Allure, and I have yet to see, I think, any one of these words. Oh, we have a Blood Tracer up. Alright, pop up over. Oh, I interrupted that spell. Luckily, he's casting on my pet. These are still blue. They're like dark blue. I could stay here till 24. And with the amount of players in the zone right now, I'm going to assume that the giant fort is very well camped. Okay, we got to get down here and we got to fear this guy. Look at him, he was trying to cast a heal. You nasty goblin. Punch him in the back. Get him, Larry. Oh yeah, he's done. He's got too many dots on him. Is he going to get him before the fear? Yes, he is. See, to go back to my point about raiding, or the conversation about raiding, I would be more than happy to raid on here as long as the atmosphere is good. Because I don't respond very well to being yelled at in a video game. It is not real life. There's no bullets flying. No one is going to die if we do this incorrectly. So if it's like that, then I'm just like I'm good. Like I've been in actual stressful situations. I don't need to make a video game into a stressful situation. Swamp of No Hope was a stressful situation though. If you watch my stream from yesterday, ugh, I was actually like getting frustrated. It was about like I was getting to that point where it's about time to like play a different game, go for a walk. Like it was getting that frustrating. I've always thought it's funny to watch these like the WoW hardcore guys and they'll like break their keyboards and they die and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Yeah, so these are greening out, so I hate that I gotta lean that far forward to see these blues. Interesting, didn't make it online. That's all good. It wasn't, I'll be honest, it was not that good of a stream. Um in fact at one point I killed it because I was like, this is just too boring. And I don't want people to stop in here and think that like that's how this stream normally is. So I was like, I'm just gonna kill this. But yeah, I finished. Oh yeah, Dak Dog. So if you take a look, unless you were here, I think you were here earlier. I got the Darkbinder Skull Cap, Imp +2. That's the Necro Skull Cap, and I also got the Skull of Torture from Kern's Tower. Those are new additions today. Skyless Raven says, I will never raid an EQ or WoW because of the anxiety would have not knowing what to do, and I see some of those players get so mad over a 20-year-old video game. Yeah, it's like one of those things where you got to find the right people, and if you're not with the right people, it's not going to be fun. Dak Dog, very nice. Thank you. Yeah. It's so the Swamp of No Hope portion was the worst because there is not a safe spot in that zone. I feel like if you were to lay out all the pathing of every mob in that zone, it would crisscross like in a perfect pattern to where there isn't a single safe place to stand. The pathing in that zone, and then the fact that you have I was out there after a level 14 mob and actively have level 25 mobs pathing through the same area is very frustrating and stressful compared to like here, right? Like I'm able to do my business here, fight and kill goblins that are level 18, and there's not like a level 36 that walks through here every 3 seconds like there is in Swamp of No Hope. I think that Swamp of No Hope at this point is my least favorite zone in the game. Yesterday cemented it for me. Pretty much final nail in the coffin. Alright, we got a blood tracer here. I don't need to take care of him. Let's get him feared. Good job, Pet, pulling that aggro. You will raid an Ashes of Creation just to yeah, I haven't heard you mention Ashes of in a while, Skyless. You're slipping, man. You're off your game. Man, I want to get in on that so much. I just don't know if I can. I don't know if I'm gonna have the money to. Just to enjoy the game to the fullest, and that it would be new and not having the rage. Yeah, I would say in something like EQ or WoW Classic, you're gonna have those guys and gals, just to be inclusive, who are like, what the hell, man? You don't know how to kill Inaruk? This game's only 25 years old. What's wrong with you? You know, and it's like, well, it's my first time here. And by the way, this is just an old blocky video game that looks like you could play it on a PlayStation 1. Because there was definitely people like that on WoW Classic, too. They're like, you don't know how to kill Onyxia? It's like, nah, I never did it. When this game first came out, I was like 18 and played in a band and was more interested in hanging out with girls. You can do what you want, Skyless. I just thought it was funny. I'm just giving you a hard time. It's no worries. Let's see. Dak Dog says, I may try rating if they get mad or act crazy. I'll probably just laugh and yeah. Exactly. And what Dak Dog just described is what's called as emotional boundaries. Very important to have. Very important to have those, especially in a relationship. One of my favorite things about my relationship with my girlfriend is one of us can get mad and the other one doesn't feel obligated to also be mad. Like if I'm frustrated and having a bad day, she's like, "Oh, okay." And she just goes on about her day. And it's the same thing with her and I. Like if she's frustrated and mad at me, it's like, "Okay, I understand why you're mad or whatever, but like I'm not going to make this worse. Throw gas on the fire by getting mad." Okay, the experience has slowed considerably here. And it's daytime, so although we're not gonna make it back by nightfall, I guarantee. It's already 4 p.m. So 4 p.m. in the game. 7 p.m. local. Larricab, you have been a great pet, Larry. I salute you. But it is time for us to go try to research a level 24 pet, and I'm gonna queue up some sound effects for that because this is a seminal moment on the MMocracy stream. Will we get our level 20 pet? Stay tuned to find out. Add to soundboard. Okay, where am I? There we go. I really think that voice sound effect is Ron Howard from Happy Days. I told my girlfriend I was upset at some people with what they said to me. She was wanting to get all their accounts banned. Am I 23? Do I look 23? Ah, you're not seeing the gray poking through. Yeah, I just hit 23. I think I misspoke. I meant to say level 20 pet. So I'm actually level 23, but I don't have a level 20 pet yet because of the research. Research and being Kunark only. If I was non-Kunark only or non-solo self-found, I could just go pay the 30 plat or whatever for the spell. I could potentially go to Neil or Grob and buy it. 4 plat for that earring, boys. 3 plat for that earring. Silver stud, 1 gold, boo. Yeah, pearl necklace, 4 plat. The pearl was 4 plat. Dude, I made some money. So we'll try giants, but if it doesn't work out, that spot is decent for money. As we just saw. She gets very protective. She's looking out for you. All right, we're at 22. Look at this. 126 plat. I'm loaded. That is a far cry from where I was just a few levels ago. At one point, I'd actually, I was out of money. I remember it. I had less than 1 plat, and that was not that long ago. What am I doing? You know the meme where the woman carries out? I don't know if I've seen that meme. Hopefully you're not asking her to carry you. No, I'm just kidding. I know you're not. Look at this necromancer. He's a level 60. I've seen him in the zone before. Whoops. All right. We need. Look at all these words too. Words of the quickening. We need 2 of those. And then words of the extinct. I should also have 2 sets. I'm really hoping I do. There's the other set. I just didn't have them organized in my bank. Okay. So now we're headed to West Cabilis. The reason why I brought some money with me, it should be fine, is I'm going to train my research to 40. It is trivial at 41. Sent the meme in Discord. Posted in the meme channel. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we're looking for Animate Dead, I believe is the name of the spell. Level 20 Necromancer. Here we go. I'll pull it up so you guys can see it. So level 20 Necromancer pet spell. Takes 2 bone chips, obviously. And we need Words of the Extinct and Words of the Quickening, which we have 2 sets of. And it's trivial at 41. So I'm very, very hopeful. And part of the reason why I got the int gear, I felt the need to get the int gear because having higher intelligence helps you research. So I'm like super hopeful that the research, or sorry, the int helps me actually not fail the research. Sorry, I'm gonna bring the music down just a little bit. I feel like I'm talking over it. I was all amped up earlier, but now I'm kind of oh. There we go. Volume is hard. You got this. Thank you, Dak Dog. We are gonna try it right now. I'm gonna try not to be a WoW Classic hardcore neckbeard and break my keyboard if I don't get it. The reality is the level 16 pet helps, or he's still doing good work. If I get the level 20 pet though, that will help me do giants. And as you can see down here in my goal, that is giants is the goal. So all right, Harbinger Glosk. We need to train this research. One gold, 2 gold a pop. Ooh, we barely had the money. All right, so here we go. Load up the Book of Dark Bindings. Get the fruit out of the book. I don't know how we put fruit in a book, but we did. Words of the Quickening, Words of the Extinct. Go over here, turn this down so it doesn't blow out your guys' eardrums. All right, stream. Good vibes, good vibes. It failed. Ah. It failed. Yeah, I think my research is broken. I've tried to research pets or not pets, spells, I think 5 times. I have yet to actually research a spell. And I don't understand the issue. I'm trying not to be frustrated right now. I really figured at a level 40 with as much int gear as I could muster, it would be pretty much a guarantee. I thought that we would get it. I really did. And that is the tough part with the solo self-found challenge, right? Like I can't go pay. If I wasn't solo self-found, I could have ran back over to that level 60 necromancer standing in the bank, and I could have been like, "Hey man, can I hand you this stuff? And can you just research this for me real quick?" I did not tell him to get good. Maybe that is the, I don't know. We got to find a formula that works here. So we're going back into Warslicks with a under-leveled pet. Gabartik, he is green. We cannot use you. Yeah, I have a feeling that this run, this is not going to be a isolated thing. This is going to be the reality of solo self-found Necromancer, Kunark only. He's a... I really feel like I can summon a blue. Yeah, I think this is just going to be what I'm going to have to deal with. I will probably always be at least one pet tier behind. Because like I said, I haven't even gotten the any of the level 24 pet components. And looking at the wiki, the level 24 pet spell components, they drop in Lake of Ilomen. And I haven't even really done any real hunting there. Random drop from any level 24 mob. So I'll probably be hunting those components around level 26 or 27. And I suppose this is the way that they balanced some of these pet classes, is not letting them just get their pet spells. Necros have it harder than mages. Mages can still buy the pet, a pet. They just can't buy the one they may want. Like, it's like you get like earth and water one level and then air and fire the next or something like that. But because I'm a Necro, there's only one type of pet, the skeletal pet, and so they don't really alternate between them. And the only other thing I can think is to try to get more intelligence. I spent about an hour on the wiki the other day, and I researched. I've got a full gear list built in a notepad file on my desktop. And one of the things I realized, I have a goal next time I stream, don't mention complaints of TikToks. You're good. One of the things I realized is I'm not going to get any more int gear until level 30, 32, somewhere in there. Actually, no, there's the Sarnax Ceremonial Dagger. I need the Sarnax Ceremonial Dagger. Those drop off the Sarnak recruits. They're like level 20 to 23 or 22 to 24, something in there. So I'm not quite there yet, and I was really hoping to have my next pet tier to help me kill them to get that int dagger, but maybe I need to go get that to help me research. But I'm in a little bit of a spiral because I'm not able to kill high enough level mobs to drop the research components for the level 20 pet. And part of the reason why I can't kill that high enough mobs, or I'm having trouble killing those mobs, is because I don't have that level 20 pet. This has been kind of rough. It's been a little rough. Nevertheless, we are going to try to go down to the Giants just to see. If I ever am able to summon a pet, that is. Luckily, I've got a lot of bone chips. Part of me just wants to like throw these in the book and just be like, do it, give me the pet. I don't know, that's my last set of research components. And at level 24, I get that extra point of research skill. It's weird not seeing your buddy stream anymore, yeah. Life comes at you fast. He's making the right decision, that's for sure. I wouldn't be able to stream if my kids were here. I'd rather have them here. But since they're not here, I'm making the most of it. Let's go. Good pet, good pet. Let's go. He is, and I'm proud, but 3 years of consistent streaming and suddenly gone. Did he have a good following? I'm kind of working a dual angle here. I spent like 2 hours video editing earlier, and I'm gonna try to do at least one video a week. But man, it's time consuming. And then streaming, like it's kind of selfish almost at this point, because it's more fun. Me and about 7 other people. That's not bad. It's more fun to stream than it is to sit and edit video, although like I am getting kind of hooked on it. But when you're streaming, you're gaming, you're talking to other people, it's more like entertainment versus editing videos a little bit more like work. All right, this is he's green, but he's conning like it's not certain. So I'm wondering if he's a max level. What video editing software do I use? I use DaVinci Resolve. And I gotta say, granted, I'm a brand new video editor, right? I've got maybe 6 hours total doing it. But for a free piece of software, it is really good. Skyless Raven, I mean, it was fun times with that group of people, but he was like the glue that held it together. Yeah. What did he play? What was his game of choice? Eventually, I'm gonna branch out. I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun doing the EverQuest, the solo self-found challenge, except when my research fails. That part's not fun. I've thought about getting back on WoW Classic. EQ is just like home for me. This is what the game I've always streamed. I think it makes pretty good streaming content too. Classic Hardcore makes good streaming content too. Different games than on max difficulty, nice. I like doing something like that too. Legendary Halo, or I'm trying to think, what else have I played on like really hard or realism difficulty? I don't know. If I think of anything else, I'll let you know. Oh, Torchlight 2, I did like a elite character. I didn't make it very far though. I made it to like level 20 on Torchlight 2. Let's see, it is 10 p.m., so it's going to be dark for a while. Luckily, the giant fort is easy to get to and it's easy to navigate. And there are 8 players in the zone, and they're all, presumably in the giant fort. And anytime you see level 20 to 30 in this zone, they're almost guaranteed to be in the giant fort. But yeah, I like DaVinci. It's surprisingly easy to use. There's a lot of buttons that I don't know the purpose of. But everything's kind of drag and drop, click, move. It's definitely accessible. Highly recommend. Even if you're just editing a video for your buddy's wedding or whatever, it's good stuff. I was using a different one. What was I using? I used a different one to make one video, and then online I looked up the differences, and the consensus was use DaVinci. So I dumped the other one. It was like Film Something Pro or I don't remember now. I dumped it, got DaVinci, never looked back. Yeah, I'll be making a full-length video. And then I'll probably make a short to go with it. Alright, we got a forest giant greenwood up here. Where is he? He's right here. He's moving. Did somebody pull him? I need to watch out. It's quite dark in here. But I want him. I want to fight him. I probably didn't think this through very well. He's big and he's coming right for me. He's gonna absolutely smash my skeleton, so I need to get him feared. And I don't really like the direction he's going. I don't remember if these social. I think they social. The fear is gonna wear off here soon, though. I'm actually bringing my pet back because I'm a little bit concerned. Yes, social. Engulfing darkness is about to wear off. I need to get that back on him. Alright, we killed our first giant. Forest loop. Everqueen IV ring band. I think I need that for a quest. Ah! We could probably fear kite up here. We just need more mana. And this one's a dark blue. Is he gonna pass through the wall? Oh, there he goes. He must be made of like jello or something. He just smooshed through the wall. I wonder which platform they used to be social. Probably MySpace, considering the time period of the game. This game predates MySpace, man. This is like ICQ. ICQ and MSN Messenger, AOL Instant Messenger. That was the social media of the day. Well, that stinks that he got away. I like that you can hear them coming. That was before my time, yeah. ICQ was weird because it gave you you couldn't choose your username. It gave you like a 12-character string, almost as if you had a phone number. It was like a phone number thing. It was a good experience off that Greenwood. So the spot that I know is safe-ish to fear kite at is over here. So that's where we're going to go. It's this hill right here. It's a small hill in the corner. We'll dump our pet here. So evergreens are still red. Wow. And then, yeah, they social, so like I can't even pull that guy, that evergreen's red. Here's a greenwood. We're gonna grab him and try not to social anything else. Uh-oh. I'm lost. Looks like the social range is pretty good. It's dark, so I'm lost. But he's snared, so it's okay. There we go. And then we're going to run him back. And then we're going to fear him right here. Goodness, that hurt. I have a relative back in the early days of online dating. Choose a name complimenting his privates in a discreet way. Uh-oh. He's moving a lot. He's resisting spells. He's running through walls. Ah! Things are getting a little dicey here. I need to get this fear off. Okay, good. And then I need to be able to snare him. And then I'm not playing around with my health. I'm going to nuke him with a Siphon Life. And now he's at 12%. I don't need this petrified redwood that just showed up on my cursor. Okay, he's running, and he has 40 seconds left on his snare, so we're good. So there's 2 giants down. Okay, so he was complimenting his privates in a discreet way, and one lady understood, uncovering what it meant, and they're married now. Don't know why you saying that. Didn't choose the username, made me think of that. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. Like, why would you make people use a arbitrary string of numbers versus choosing what their name is? I'm kind of curious. Is ICQ chat still a thing? According to Google, there is still ICQ. It is still out there. That's kind of funny. It's like interesting and kind of sad at the same time. Yeah, those were the days. It was like ICQ for online chatting or MSN. For online gaming, there was first it was Kali was the name of the program. Let you basically connect your two computers like as if they were on a LAN, but it would connect it over TCP/IP because most video games back when Kali was a thing did not have TCP/IP, which is the standard internet protocol. After that, it was GameSpy. GameSpy Arcade was a thing. That's where I used to play Counter-Strike. But it was really weird. Like, you used GameSpy, which would then launch the game and then connect you to the server. You could actually do it manually if you knew the IP address of the server. You just had to launch the game and then type in the IP address. But all right, let's see. There's an evergreen. There's a greenwood there. We're going to go for him. There's nobody out here in the giant fort. Okay, we're going to run around this evergreen. We took the long way around. Sorry, I swung the camera kind of hard there. We're going to run him over here. What's going on here? Oh, I went way long way around. It kind of works out in my favor, though. It's just so dark, I can't really tell where I'm at. We need to get another snare on him. There we go. And then we need to get a fear on him. There we go. And now we can med. The reason why it's so important to med in the middle of these fights is because you need every bit of mana you can get when you start getting resisted. Although if he goes into that group of evergreens, we're done. Okay, good. He turned around. We're probably going to get hit once. He bashed me. He resisted the fear. I've learned what to do here. You need to feign death. I'm getting bashed. There we go. And rather than fear him again, we're just going to nuke. Oh, he's running anyway. So that one was close. That really, at one point, that could have gone either way. My grandmother told me that story and how my mother was red in the face telling the story at the wedding. That's funny. The experience here, I don't know if it's actually worth the risk. Not my mother. Oh, the mother. Yeah, the experience that I'm getting is not the best. I feel like I was getting more experience with the goblins. Wonder why this guy's feigned. You don't restore a lot of health when you're feigned. Let's see if we can get out. Looking for giants, no giants. Well, that was cool. We killed, what, 3 giants? It was only worth like a single blue. I'm a little bit surprised. I was so stoked. I pumped myself up for these giants, and maybe another couple levels when I can kill the evergreens, the greenwoods, all doesn't matter, and I don't have to run around looking just for the greenwoods. Then maybe it's better. It's really risky. Like, you get resisted too many times, and that fight could have went either way. And then also, it's risky because your space to kite is very limited. So we'll head back up to Giants. It is 7:43. I promised my girlfriend we'd watch a Harry Potter movie at 8:30, so you got me for another 45 minutes. Thanks for watching the MMocracy. Very happy and proud to be streaming for you guys on a beautiful Sunday night. Thought that Goblin Scout was going to want to rumble. Thought he was going to want to play. The other thing I could do is there is the XR Pariah camp, which takes a little bit of splitting. That might shake it up a little bit, mix it up, not just do the same thing over and over. You guys will get to watch me try to split a camp for the first time. Skeleton, get him. Got me 1 bone chip. Gotta keep up with them bone chips. I summoned probably, what, 6 or 7 pets to get old Kibera here? Kibby? So just past the goblin camp that I normally level at, there is a Ixar camp. So we'll check that out. Ultimately, what I want to do is get to about level 30 and go into down near and get some more gear. We got a little ways left to run. And And my Allure of Death spell is actively draining my health while I'm running, so I'm having to keep an eye on that. In fact, I'm going to turn it off. It's nice to have it kind of med for you as you go. But you got to have something to life tap. So yeah, here's the camp I normally do. And if things fall through at the pariah camp, I can always come back. But this is another spot where there's plenty of room to kite, or decent room to kite. And there's a manslayer here. Thing I gotta watch out is falling off this cliff. Okay, we're gonna med up now. And we'll kind of scope it out. And I'm gonna need my shielding back. But I want to say when you pull that manslayer, you end up with two enemies. So you gotta feign death, let them reset. One will kind of reset faster than the other, and then I can pull the other one. And then this is one of those where, because you have to reset. Yeah, these are dark blue. That's good. Because I have to do the reset thing, you got to keep an eye on the spawn timers, because these aren't single pulls, so you don't want to end up fighting two things at once. Just pull them all and nuke them. Go like full World of Warcraft Frost Mage. Just Frost Nova and Blizzard, bro. I don't think there's... Oh, there's AoE Mez. The Enchanter has the ability to AoE mesmerize things. It's really nice. But the funny thing about that is if they're too close to you and you cast it, you'll mesmerize yourself. Okay. Fruit. This is not the time for you, fruit. And if I remember right... Alright, so there's nothing... If I remember right, I wanted to park my pet over here. That way when I pull, he's not right on top of him. Alright, here we go. We're going to pull just with Siphon Life. I wish I had a GCD reset. Okay, it looks like I didn't actually get more than one. So that's good. Kiberer is a max level pet. I did not realize that. He resisted my fear. Neutral rockets. Is this the 5th cap? Welcome to the stream. No, I just got the 4th cap. Yesterday I did the Swamp of No Hope, the dreaded cabbage out there. That was terrible, but no, I don't think I'll do the 5th cap for a little while. Oh. They're really going to do that? They're all the way down there. I don't know if he's running. Okay, no, he's back up here. Well, I need my pet to kill him, because this is where I got the pariah. Oh, okay, I got you. Yep, I got my pariah cap in Lake of Ill-Omen earlier. I'm actually just doing this for experience. I was doing the giant fort a minute ago, and it was too much risk for the reward. Let's see, can I loot this guy? I can. Oh, I got words. I got words of the extinct. That is awesome. Because that is for my level 20 pet, the one I failed to research a minute ago. So that's great. Yeah, I just did the fourth cap, and I think the fifth cap you have to go to the over there to finish. And with me being solo self-found, not really sure how I'm gonna do that. Somebody told me you have to levitate. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't done a lot of research on the fifth cap. We have a little bit of med time. Why don't we do that? Necromancer skull cap. Okay. That didn't work. You just type skull cap. There we go. Sorry about that. Skull caps and occultist skull cap. Oh, brought me back here. Okay. 5th rank. Yep. Spectacle you get from him. Green Death Rum you buy. Pariah Mask I got. Oh, the Evergreen Ivy Ring Band I just got. Or no. Yeah, I just got that. But then he gives you a key that you have to take to OT. Tin Banker Assistant. And he's there. How am I supposed to, That was me. So the thing I don't understand is how am I supposed to get to the OT and get to that guy? Okay, can I pull the Manslayer? So this is the one that's probably going to be a 2-pull. No, I can't see him. And then there's the Pariah. Here we go. We're going to run out. Oh no! Ah! Stand up. We're going to go for it. I need to get a fear off. There we go. And we need to get another fear off. And then hopefully I can med through the... Yep, the one fear is already almost off. But Kiberer is almost dead. And I'm not sure if he's being attacked by that other mob or... Yeah, he is. So we may have to feign. That's unfortunate. Yep, we're gonna feign. Stop fizzling, feign, please. Because Kiberer is like almost dead. We lost Kiberer. He was a max level pet. Okay, so lesson learned there. He was too close. Neutral Rocket says the Skelly is on top of a really tall boat. You could have taken him out 1v2 just to even the odds. Yeah, I tried. When the fear wore off, if the pet wasn't getting attacked, and also this cliff is kind of like messing things up. I'm wondering if we don't go maybe over here. I find if you shadow one of them and feign it, it can't walk back. Talking in, like engulf, like if you use the snare, easy to split. Nice, I'll try that. Yeah, thank you. That's kind of what I'm struggling with here is how do you split them. And the reason why I'm doing this and not those goblins is because of the words. These guys will drop words. As we just saw, I got words of the extinct, so that's kind of a good sign that I should stay here. Because I'm at level 23 and I'm still using my level 16 spell, pet spell. Unfortunately. Because of research. Come on, restless bones. Give me a good pet. Liberab. Okay, this one is conning green, but it says it's not certain. Actually, we're gonna bring him like way back here. Okay, so I'll pull with the snare. Run back, feign to split. It's easy. I can do that. No, it's good I'm getting some practice here, and this is like not as bad of a place to learn to split because I'm sure I'm gonna be splitting stuff when I get into like dungeons like down near. So I need to get some practice. I need to get some reps in. And Neutral Rockets, what level is your Necromancer, and what server do you play on? As you can see, mine is 23, completely solo. Never grouped, never traded, never left Kunark. That is the adopted rule set for me. And I decided to do this. Met me yesterday in Kearns. Ah, you are. Hang on, serious. Was that? Oh, so it was probably yesterday. That was for me. That was this morning. I was just up like extremely early this morning. I got up at 4:30 because on the weekend I just like to get up early. I'll wake up and just be like, it's time to go. Like I'll get up at 3:30 on the weekend sometimes. I'm like, shit, I get more weekend. I'll take it. Sold. That's money. You're in Australia. That's cool. We have such a good like global community here. We got people from across the U.S. Skiff64 pops in here. He's from the UK, Australia. That's awesome. Glad to have you. Thanks for stopping in. That's right. You were trying to turn in the glowing skull. I was trying to find the glowing skull. I ended up, oh yeah, I ended up finding it, turning it in. And then I tried to stay in Kearns for more levels, and there's a bunch of people there. There's only 4 people there now. It's getting late. Yeah, you had to fight the Badgers. So I was in Kearns' basement earlier, and I was like, man, there's no way. Hats off to you, man. Honestly, I'm just gonna be totally honest. I kind of thought you were gonna die. Like I figured I was gonna jump on my enchanter and come help you. Actually, although I don't know if my enchanter is if he is a Bury Nye hated by the Bury Nye or not. All right, we got another Manslayer. Let's see. Did he pull any more with him? Looks like he didn't. Did several times before. Kern's basement is incredibly hard if you have no Bury Nye rep. So I kind of want to fear him, but I don't want to fear him like off this ledge. We can go up here. There's actually really no need to fear him. We'll just drop some health on the pet. But yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for jumping in too. I try not to like overly self-promote in game because I know it's like kind of annoying. You know, nobody wants to like see that. But if I get to chatting with people, I'll be like, "Hey, this is what I'm doing. You should check it out." But I'm not gonna jump in uh, zone chat and let's see. Can I get him through here? Perfect. I can. All right, so he is parked all the way back there. The pet is. You were curious about the solo self phone. It's been a ride so far. Started out like any other character, right? Like levels 1 to 12 or so, you're really kind of solo self found if it's your first character anyway. But definitely by now I would have sold a bunch of bone chips, sold a bunch of spider silk. I would have done something to make money and buy my level 20 pet. So really it started kicking in for feeling like yes, you are in fact solo self found around level 20. Okay. Here we go. And I'm feigning. And let's see how this goes. Okay, the pariah. I wonder if I can grab him. Okay, we got him and not the pariah. Cool, thanks for the tip, man. Oh, I interrupted my own spell. I hate when I do that. Do you do that too, neutral rockets, where you interrupt your own spell? I think it's lag. A lot of times. Because, like, I'll stop moving and I'll know that I stopped moving and it'll still be like, you're interrupted. Yeah, that's, yeah, I'm sure the lag is, it's gotta be. It is frustrating, though. So I'm not fearing because I don't want to fear him off a cliff. It looks like Liberab here. Let's see. Let's check his damage. Uh-oh. We need to get a snare on him. He doesn't go wandering into that goblin fort. I want to see some 20s from you, Liberab. He's not even hitting him. He's on the struggle bus. Get him for 6. 10. No words. I have no words for this. Alright, Skyless, thanks for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Sleep well, my friend. Thanks for sharing the memes and the stories. Let's see. Experience gain is nominal. But if I can get one more set of Words of Extinct, I'm sitting at 2 sets right now. If I get one more set, we'll be in there. The pariah is going to be a little bit... He's going to have to be feared. That pariah is going to chew through my little baby pet here. My green con pet. He won't stand a chance. Just hopefully it doesn't fear him off the cliff. So we'll wait for 90 mana. We'll go at 90. We're at 83 right now. And then neutral, if you're still here, do you play... Have you played a lot of classic EQ, or is this like your first go through? First time hitting it up. I started on P1999 Blue back in 2009. I bought a like $100 EverQuest. This was back when they didn't give you all the expansions with like your you just had to buy like the latest one. So I bought like every expansion and it was like $100, and I played it for like 2 days and was like, this is not fun. And so at that point, I think somewhere along the way somebody recommended like EQ Emu to me, and I checked that out, and then I saw in the server list Project 1999 beta, and there was no players connected to it, believe it or not. And I logged in and I was like, dude, this is like OG EQ. And I was like so floored. And I played the beta, and there were some people that would connect at times, but I never saw the server pop get over like level 10. Or not level 10, 10 people. And then they were like, yeah, we're launching in January, I think. Or no, December. And so I played as soon as it launched. Played back in 1999, won a couple of characters up to about level 24, and just started on green a few weeks ago. So you're like fresh back. That's awesome, man. There's the mask. Yeah, I've been kind of on and off this the P1999 since 2009. I love it. I love this server. Yay, P1999, boo Quorm. Sorry for any Quorm fans out there. Yeah, it's really polished. Nilbog, I think, is the name of the developer, the main developer or coder, and he's been at it. I don't know if he does it anymore, but he was at it hard for a few years. Like, it was kind of rough. There was points where it was like, it was definitely felt like a private server. And now it does not feel like a private. Like, I would pay money for this. Don't tell them I said that. They're not allowed to take money for it, but yeah. I would pay money for this. Alright, now the camp is split. So we have a little bit easier of a time. As long as we don't get too far behind in mana, we're good. Boo Quorm, yeah. And we'll drop a proactive heal on Liberab here. Even if Liberab is not a max level pet, I'm not super concerned about it. He is getting kind of chunked down, so I am going to drop a fear. And of course he goes straight for the cliff. I've heard Quorm is rough, but I mean, like I just said, P1999 was rough too, right? So they could work it out. I think that's where a majority of the players are these days. That's probably why P1999 took a little bit of a chunk out of the player base here lately. I'm also wondering if that's why the viewership on the stream just isn't quite what it used to be. I used to hit not like crazy high numbers. I have hit kind of high numbers. Alright, we need to watch for this guy to pop, and hopefully I get my mana back in time. Because now we're on a timer. Now we need to keep them moving, or else they're going to pop on top of each other, and then I'm going to be breaking the camp again. 1.7 thousand? Yeah, so I would be willing to guess that that probably took about 1,000 players out of P1999. Active players at one time. I wonder how many people will stop after Velius. My guess is a lot of the Quorm player base is P1999 P1999 players, as well as probably Agnar on Live, which was a POP locked server. My guess is, shoot, I'm trying to bring this music down. All right, we're going to take the music off. So my guess is that's where a lot of those people came from, was Agnar and P1999. And the reason that I think they'll stick around to POP is because they've played P1999 and they've played so much Velius, and they're just done with it, or not done with it, but they're tired of it. So I think the population will stay. Personally, I actually, believe it or not, don't really like POP all that much. I played it on Agnar, and granted, Agnar is was kind of weird, but yeah, they're going. They like go straight for that cliff. They're killing me. I need to bring my pet back so that he can get him over here. There we go. I felt like raiding in POP was really clunky. I played a cleric, and all I did was stand in one spot, which I think is what you do on this one too. I'd stand in one spot, and you'd wait for your name to get called, and then you would cast a complete heal. And I know there were other mechanics going on, but it didn't feel like you had to really pay attention to the mechanics, because it's like it was like a huge Zerg fest with like 80 people in there killing these guys. This is a test of the ability to regenerate mana. But I'm almost at 20% towards 24, so that's nice. But yeah, I wasn't too big on POP, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't jump right on Quorum. The other reason is I've noticed a few people that have come in Twitch have told me that Quorum is very buggy. So I'm going to give them time to work out the kinks, and then who knows, maybe later I'll jump in, maybe not. I'm a P99 fanboy through and through. I've been here forever. Would actually like to do some raiding on green, I think, at some point, so we were having that discussion earlier. But yeah, good for you, because you're going to experience it all kind of fresh-ish again. And that's awesome. I'm a little bit jealous. I had one guy that popped in here, and he had never played EQ. And he's like 22 or something. I was like, dude, like, you're so young. I don't even know what you're doing here, but that's awesome. I hope you enjoy it. And the full-length YouTube video that I'm working on right now is actually reasons to play classic EQ in the present day. And I'm going to highlight the community, the progression, as well as experiencing MMO history is kind of how I plan to tackle that. Let's see if I can get a fear off on him before he punches me in the face. Nope. And he punched me for 14. Goodness. Yeah, it is rough if you don't know what you're in for. And he certainly didn't. Actually, I'm not going to Siphon Life him. The cool thing... Oh no, I gotta turn the game sounds off. I can't deal with the rain. So... Oh no. I let him get unsnared. Don't range me, bro. I don't want him down there because I want to be able to loot him when he dies. So the cool thing about classic EQ is it does seem brutal until you understand the mechanics and then you understand kind of how to play it, and then you realize that it's not as bad as you remembered it. I don't know why I canceled that fear. Oh, I don't need to fear him anymore. We just need to snare him. Also, in 2023, you have access to the wiki. The Project 1999 wiki is very up to date. It's very complete. It's missing a few odds and ends. But that's something that we as classic players back in the good old days, we didn't really have that. You had Alakazam. It's not hyperlinked. It wasn't hyperlinked like the wiki was. It wasn't all related and parsed out nice and easy for everybody to understand. And just having access to that alone makes it so much easier. And then you also have access to all these guides that people wrote. And those guides were either on forums or they weren't out there back in the day as well. You had a physical guidebook like one of those Brady games or Prima strategy guides. I had one of those for Final Fantasy 11 and I like absolutely loved it, dude. It like made the game so much easier. It was like this thick. My mom, my dear old mom, she got it for me for my birthday. I got the Final Fantasy 11 with the hard drive, the external hard drive. I already had the network adapter that went in the PlayStation. Oh, this is all for the PlayStation 2. So then I had the network adapter, and you plug the freaking hard drive into the network adapter, and then slam the whole thing in the back of the PS2. So, oh shoot, he's been up for a minute, and I just didn't know where he was. Hopefully we don't get behind in the spawns. And then yeah, she got me the strategy guide as well. I bet the strategy guide helped. Although some of those, like now you look back on them and you're like, what were they thinking? Oh, good bash, Leberab. He bashed him, so he didn't make it to me. Oh no, he's walking towards the Goblin Fort. Because it's funny, you look at some of those old strategy guides, and the strategies were like terrible. You're like, what? I paid money for this. But that was before you had like the sum of all knowledge on the internet, or was it the early days of the internet where everything wasn't like linked and perfectly laid out and nice and easy to understand, and you also had like all these sweaty neckbeards that do nothing but play these games that are writing these guides and they know the most optimal way to do everything. We're going to drop a heal on Labarab here. Okay, I'm up over 20%. That's good. Yeah, the game definitely really, it did feel like extremely brutal back then. Let's see, the spawn, he just popped. Alright, we're a little behind. Hopefully we can catch back up. If we play solid, we can catch up. We're going to drop a fear on him. We're going to get a nice long med. I'm glad that fear didn't get resisted. But yeah, those were good times. We'll bring up the Spotify here. Spotify, the volume slider is a little bit easier to use. The one on YouTube, man, it's so touchy. We need to re-snare him so he doesn't get away and go down that cliff. I like this spot. This is a good spot. Wish I would get more words. We may end up having to re-break this. So I have a feeling this pariah is going to pop soon. And I do not have the mana to take him. That's okay. It's 8:20. I got 10 minutes left in me. I want to thank both of you, Dak Dog and Neutral, as well as anybody else watching, for joining me on this solo self-found journey. And if you like what I do, drop me a follow if you haven't already. And also check out my YouTube. But you got me for 10 more minutes, so until then, we will keep grinding. Hopefully we get some of these words. Oh, what is that? Bass? Oh, neutral rockets. Or wait, no, that was Huh. Oh yeah, it was neutral rockets. Okay. Giggity. The sub noise. I need to put a credit somewhere on my Twitch for the sub noise. I made it from a bagpipe version of going or shipping up to Boston or whatever. Uh, it's not Dead Kennedys. What is it? Dropkick Murphys. I'm surprised this guy hasn't popped yet, but I'm glad he hasn't popped yet. So I need to credit the artist. I haven't done that yet. I keep forgetting. I've gotten pretty good with the multimedia as far as like editing video and pulling things off of YouTube and all that. They would probably like sue me if they knew I was using it. Where is the pariah? Should I be worried? This feels like a really long time. He's not over here, is he? Alright, he's coming. Pariah's coming. I promise. I should back up. I need to be able to see in that corner. I think he pops right here in this corner. Yeah, the plan is to go all the way to 60. Well, I say 60, probably 50. And then at 50, there'll be like a decision point of like, okay, do I go to 60? If not, what do I do? There's the pariah. 50, I feel like that's doable. It's realistic. 60, I don't know. This is very time consuming. Alright, we need all full dots. Full dots on him. And then we need to pull him back so he doesn't run down the cliff. Hopefully he doesn't run down the cliff. Hopefully he also doesn't go into that goblin fort over there. That would be worse than going down the cliff. I've had some of these fear mobs go like really far. I don't think they'll social. They might social. Oh, he's going right to the fort. That's bad. They might social onto him, which would be kind of funny to watch, but also could complicate things. One more fear should do it. Oh, he bashed me. Get that fear out. There we go. We just need to get a snare on him to finish him up. There we go. Surprisingly, even with the lower level pet, this hasn't been that bad, which is a testament to just how good the Necro is. And then obviously, like, Necro is good, but Ixar Necro is not only better, it is, like, extremely better. I looked at some of the numbers on the wiki, and the damage per mana that you get it's like double because of how much regeneration you can do. And I always thought it was kind of like, oh yeah, you pick Necro if you want, or Ixar if you want to min-max, but you can be anything. And then I saw that and I was like, no, like, because the Ixar regen is not a static thing. It gets better with levels. Oh wait, I'm doing the same thing. I'm making the same mistake. He's right there. I didn't know that the regeneration continued to get better every level you go up. Go pet. Fear him before he gets to me. Good. So I think tomorrow when I get on, I'll be streaming about this same time tomorrow. And I usually stream a little bit later on weeknights. On Sunday nights, my girlfriend and I, we like to watch movies together. It's kind of our way to finish the week. tomorrow I'll be doing this same spot because the giant fort was just not doing it for me. I need to get a snare on him. I really wish I didn't have to do this second snare. Actually, I really don't. Oh yeah, I do. I need to snare him so he doesn't go off that cliff. Nope, he's almost dead. Indecision is crippling me. Dak Dog, thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure to have you. Yep, I'm going to be getting off. One more pull is all I've got left in me. So yeah, thank you for being here and joining me on my journey. Being a part of the MMocracy. Words? Give me words. Give me words. No words. Yeah, and this guy's already up. So it's probably a good thing. My fingers couldn't find the keys. I'm actually at a kind of a low mana point to be initiating another fight. Oh, I interrupted my spell. What if we go with one less dot on him? We just go for the fear. My Lich spell is wearing off. One more time on the Lich spell. He's walking up on that Goblin Fort pretty good too, so we're gonna back the pet off. Fear's about to wear off though, so we're good. Let's see, my pet actually has aggro. We can blow some mana on nukes because this is my last pull. Nice. No words though. Alright, Liberab, thank you for your service. I salute you, sir. For my viewers, thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of the MMocracy. I will be back tomorrow at 7:30 Pacific time, so about 1 hour prior to the time right now for your respective time zones. It's always humbling, and it's always a pleasure to stream for you guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed the stream, and I will see you tomorrow. This is the MMocracy, and I am out.